Hello, everyone. It's Andrea, and welcome to this edition of Talks in the Car. We have been taught and we have been encouraged to always put our best foot forward, to always give our best, to always give our best efforts at anything we do, whether or not it's schoolwork, whether or not it's our jobs, whether or not it's to projects or in ministry. We're always taught to give our best efforts. But in saying that, let's look at another side of that. When we are giving, when we are putting in effort, let's be mindful of who we are pouring into. We can pour, we can give, we can do for, but if those efforts are not being reciprocated, what we find is that we get into a place of drought. We get into a place where we are all tapped out, where we are empty because we have given all of what we have, but it's not being poured back into us. It's wonderful, and it's a beautiful trait to give. It's a beautiful trait to put in 100% of our effort. It's wonderful when we have that gift of giving, when we are called to give, when giving is part of our love language. That is a beautiful and a wonderful thing. But in our giving, in our efforts towards people, we have to use wisdom. We have to be mindful. We don't want to give so much of ourselves that we have nothing left, not only to give to others, but we have nothing left for ourselves. We have to be mindful. We have to be wise. And if we are continually pouring into other people and we're not receiving at that same intensity that we are pouring, then we have to question, are we doing the right things for ourselves? We always have to put self first before we give, because if we don't and we find ourselves in a place of drought, then it's all the harder to gain back and to replenish ourselves. Think about a pitcher of water. You continue to pour out of that pitcher. You continue to pour into someone. You can continue to pour into someone's glass. At some point, that pitcher is going to empty out. And unless it's replenished, unless fluid and beverage is put back into it, you'll have nothing left to give. You'll have nothing left to replenish yourself, and you'll have nothing left to serve others. So let's be mindful as we're giving, that we're giving to the right people, that people are pouring into us as much as we're pouring into them. Don't allow yourself to be tapped out. Don't allow yourself to be put into a place of drought, or to be put yourself in a place of being dry, where you've given all of yourself to someone. You've given your best efforts to someone, but because they have not poured into you, because they have not given their best efforts towards you, now you are tapped out. Now you have nothing left to give. Now you have to find a way in order to replenish yourself. Give your best effort. Do whatever you want to do for people. Give the gifts. Give your love. Give your best. But be wise in doing it. Make sure that as you're giving and as you're pouring out, those same people who you're pouring into are pouring into you. Have a wonderful rest of your day, and we'll see you next time on Talks in the Car.